Well, I guess I always turn it back to the person that's asking me that, and I say, what do you think a power farmer means? What does that mean to you when you hear that? And inevitably people say, well, it's somebody who's, you know, progressive, cutting edge, you know, using leading technology, wants to know all the latest and greatest of what's going on in farming. And it's more of a mindset of a farmer, not necessarily a farm size.
Well, the Power Farm program is pretty much self-descriptive. It's for farmers that want to power up their operation and link their operation closer to AGRI-TREND. That's what the Power Farm program is all about.
I think it's important to know what's going on in your fields. Farming is my business, and you don't farm from your office desk. And it goes back to the old saying, it's easy to tell an outstanding farmer because he's the guy outstanding in his field.
Power Farm, I think, is going to be looking for something a little bit different than a regular customer does working with an actual coach. So the Power Farms are going to want to be connected directly to the AGRI-TREND network because they want access to all of the information. So they basically want to become their own coach for their own farm. We've talked to some growers who are in a situation where they've got a large, you know, 10, 15, 20,000 acre farm, and maybe they already have their own on-staff agronomist, but they're not connected to a network like AGRI-TREND can provide to give that full-time staff person that's working on that farm the new tools and information that's coming down the pipeline. So we connect people like that directly to the AGRI-TREND network.
This is what my passion is, and I'm more looking for colleagues instead of someone to tell me what to do, basically.
We think of Power Farm as somebody who wants to drive their operation forward. They're generally growing their business. They may have staff on board that help them in managing their farm operations, and they want to link in closely with a network that can provide them with information, scientific resources, data platforms that can move their business forward in a powerful manner.
They're going to get the same access as they would. I mean, they're going to become their own agri-coach, basically. So they're going to have access to the full network of services that any other agri-coach would be provided with. So they're going to get access to the data platform, which is going to provide them with a, I think, outstanding and unique database platform to keep track of all of their farming records. So that's something that they're not going to find anywhere else. They're going to get access to summer training events, winter training events, senior agri-coaches coming out to their farm, working with them specifically, looking at their crops, their soils, answering questions, and you're not going to find that anywhere else. I think it brings it all together under one platform. One place to store your information, to gather your information. There's lots of companies that are doing agronomy work, there's companies that are doing geo work, there's marketing. We bring that independent advice to each one of those sectors, but you can gain access to all of that information under one roof. Well, you can certainly contact me. You can talk to any of the agri-coaches that are out there, anyone that's involved with AGRI-TREND, and they'll certainly steer you in the right direction.